everybody, and thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate my subscribers and my viewers. I really enjoy reading your comments. I really do. It lets me get to know you, and hopefully my videos gives you a little bit of insight into me, even though I'm trying to give you information. As you're looking at my wood stove, the plant is gone, and I've got it ready for winter. I know winter's not here yet, and I know some of us are longing for the cooler weather. That's for sure. I'm one of them. But it's ready. We're old. I mean old. And so we have to do things on weeks and days that we feel pretty good so we can get things done. But that's not what my video today is about, okay? I want to talk to you about something because my videos mostly are try to get you prepared for things that may come, things that may happen, hardships in life. I don't get into a lot of things, that I just think that the whole world is going to fall apart, even though sometimes I'm wondering if it isn't going to. But I try to stay away from an enormous amount of doom and gloom. I think there's lots of channels out there that's all it's about, and that does bring viewers, but I'm not interested in viewers. I'm more, like cults, followings that just, I'm more interested in just giving you information and helping people to stop and think. And that's what today's video is about, okay? I want to talk to you about weather, what they keep saying is happening and how we're destroying the earth and we better do something, because, states are just going to break off and, I don't know, go out in the ocean or going to be covered completely with water, then we must do something to save this earth, okay? We all know, or I hope we all know, that we're not in charge of what our politicians do. We're not in charge. We really aren't. They are. And we don't have really much say in it. And I'm sorry if you didn't know that, but I personally believe that's the truth. We don't make the decisions, they do. Okay, now with that said, as much as they're talking about that we need to get rid of oil, we need to get rid of fracking, we need to get rid of all these gas guzzler cars, just on and on. Now, like I said, I'm not going to argue about climate change. To me, it's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to do is to get you to stop and think, because if it happens, what I've come to realize is that it's going to cost you enormous amount of money, but that is not their concern. Their concern is saving the planet. Their concern is not how much it's going to cost you. And so, because you got to remember, they have the money to cover whatever. They can afford a $90,000 electric car, but can you? There's some things in there, okay? And that's just astronomical amount. I've known people in my area, you cannot go solar yourself. That's illegal. You must be connected to the electric company here. Now, the electric company does offer solar, and they encourage you to go solar, but you do not save anything on your electric bill. It's actually higher. A lot of people, when they had their homes built, they built solar into it because they were under the understanding that they would pay less, and actually they pay more for electricity than people that don't have solar. And they've made a stink about it too. So going more green is not about saving money, okay? And this is something you must think about. At least I feel you must. If it happens and they implement it, you must be prepared. What are you going to do? Just like you are trying to prepare yourself with canned goods and things in case something bad comes your way, what are you going to do to protect yourself if they do? Because your electric bill is now going to cost you a whole lot more than it did before. There is enough evidence behind that. You do not save money, but going green is not about saving money to begin with. It's about saving the planet. Okay, so that's just something that, people are going to have to come to terms with. That everything is going to cost you more money. I don't know how their plan is. Some are saying, well, it doesn't matter because, if they get rid of oil here, we'll just import tons of it from Russia. Well, or China, or some other place, wherever it may be. I don't know. But let's say they do, we're going to pay a lot more for it, and we're going to be at the mercy of those countries and whatever they decide they want to charge us. But the goal is for us not to be driving those cars around. So the only thing I could think of would be maybe for planes and that type of thing. Because if you think for a minute that the big dogs at the top are going to pedal in the middle of the air or come up with some green electric airplane, it just ain't going to happen, and they ain't going to stop flying. Because you must understand something. It's the opinion is not do as I do, it's do as I say. Okay? They are not going to live the lifestyle that they require of us. You can look at Al Gore and there's proof for you right there. It's just not, it doesn't happen. He's not green. Not at all. So it is the do as I say and not as I do. Because to them, it doesn't matter. And like I said, there's nothing you can really do about it. But prepare yourself if it comes. Now, I don't have all the answers on how to prepare yourself. Because when they get rid of gas stoves, what are you going to do? Go to electric? Electric costs a lot more. So it's going to cost us an enormous amount more. Enormous amount. And if there is no gas, you won't be cooking with it anymore. And so somehow you're going to have to figure a way to cut back on cooking something. Because, electric is, it's not exactly, everybody knows electric costs more than gas does. So this is just to try to get you to think of what changes could you make. So if they do get their way and we are forced to go green, how are you going to live? Because it is going to send our lives in a tailspin. It just will. But that doesn't matter because it's not about us. It's about saving the planet at all cost. It doesn't matter. And that's why I say there's no point in arguing. There's no point in saying whether I believe in it or whether I don't believe in it or what we should do. It's not up to us. They make the decisions and they're going to do what they want. And I believe eventually they'll get their way. I've been hearing about us destroying the planet since I was a kid. And, every 10 years, we're all going to die. I heard this as a kid. Most of us were scared. Don't you remember, cut the 6-packs on the soda cans because ducks are getting their beaks caught in it and being killed. We were all taught this stuff. We're destroying the earth. We're destroying the planet. We're all going to die. I learned that in school. I've heard that all my life. So, but it's neither here nor there. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether we believe in it or not. It matters, are they going to do it? And yes, they are. And if they do, just how much damage is it going to do in our lives? It's going to do an enormous amount of damage because there's one big thing I can't figure out what are they going to do? How are we going to get our food? All of the farmland is tilled with mechanical gas-guzzling machinery. So how are they going to get it? How are they going to pick it if they do away with diesel or they do away with gas? And then how are they going to ship it to all of us so that we can go to a store and purchase it? Because diesel is most important. I mean, gas is to diesel trucks, everything we buy comes in trucks. So what are they going to do? And how much is it going to cost to do it? But once again, the cost to them is unimportant because it doesn't matter how much it hurts you. The goal is to save the earth. Not you, the earth. Okay? So you have to stop and think, how much of an impact is this going to have on your life? And what can you try to do to protect yourself in the future? Maybe try to get jobs that are within walking distance of your house. Would that job even exist if they get rid of diesel? I honestly have not been able to figure out because trucks are the number one. And they're not ready to go green with trucks yet. And I see a lot of problems with doing all of that. But hey, I'm not in charge. And I just don't see how they could implement all the things they claim they can. I just don't see how it could happen. But however it happens, you can be sure that it is going to hurt your lifestyle, and a lot. Now, whether you agree with it or whether you don't, like I said, you don't have a choice in the situation. It's not about you. It's not about your life, how much it's going to cost you, how much it will destroy you, or how much it will hurt you. It's about saving the planet. So, all I can say is take a look at your lifestyle. Take a real close look at what you can do that will make it so that if they do this, you're already prepared as much as you possibly can be prepared. Maybe learn how to cook more in just a slow cooker so your electric bill wasn't so high. Maybe learn or start riding a bicycle. Start finding stores that are closer to you. Start getting baskets on a bicycle so that you can bring groceries home. Just as much as you possibly can in case it happens. You're not sitting there devastated. Because what if you can't afford that electric car? I can't. There's no way I could afford an electric car. They're too much money. I can't afford it. So, we all know, politicians promise a whole lot of things to get voted in. That's for darn sure. They all do. And maybe it's mostly talk, but I don't think so. I think they're serious, and I think they're going to take some drastic measures to implement a whole lot of things. And so I'm looking towards how can I prepare me and my family. It's just one more way. We must be prepared for anything that comes our way in life. And this is coming our way. Sooner or later, whether we like it or not, it's coming our way. And so, at least I think it is. I could be wrong. I hope I am. I could be wrong. But it's something to think about. It really is. Because it's going to hurt thousands of lower class and middle class people. The poor. Poor always hurt the most when they do something like this. So, I hope you found this informative. Pray it don't happen. I don't know. But I know there's some that say they hope it does, and that's fine. It's like I've said, sometimes people hope for something and wish for something, and then once they got it, they don't want it. But like I said, they're not worried about themselves. They can afford it. They're not going to go without their gas or their diesels or their airplanes. They're not. But they will force us to. So, all I can say is God bless you, and may you have a blessed day.